Hi there. I'm doing my Sing to the Lord. I have a song for you, but I don't have any music. I just have the lyrics, and I've mentioned it to you before. It's called We'll See, because, people often ask a question that gets pretty deep, and my answer is always we'll see, because it's him, not me. And here are the lyrics. I've read them to you before. We'll see. Dean, when you turned and looked at me, I was full of the joy you'll see. The angels sing a new song to me every time they see the way you see. Thank the Lord here in heaven that you're sitting next to me. When you cried out in silence, Jesus Christ turned the key. And the door is not just open, knocked off the hinges by majesty. Majesty of Jesus is what you have to see. Because the shining of my glory is just too much for thee. And now that you see all that you see, be sure to keep looking back for me. I'm right here, sitting by you in the tree. I guess this is poetry more than a song, because I don't have a melody. Anyhow, let's read God's little devotional book. Did you know that the train of failure usually runs on the track of laziness? I am a failed, lazy person, but you know how I feel about failure. Every one of them's another rock in my stack. And as long as I tell you about them and the blessing that the Lord shined upon me because of them, then that's flowing water, and it lives. And I got the easiest job in the world, because the only real work there is what is it? Did Jesus say? What did he say? What is the work of the Lord? And he said, belief in the one he sent. I know it's hard. Put down all your effort and pick up what matters. By much slothfulness the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through. Ecclesiastes 10:18. And I should have a picture of that, considering that's the definition of my life. I've hidden away a useless piece of crap forever. And well, that's why the Lord was able to pick me right up out of the garbage pit. Success in business is often closely associated with a person's courage and ability to recover from his or her most recent failure. Yeah, see, the Lord, if I tossed it all, that's less for me to hold on to when the Lord picks me up. In 1928, a 33-year-old man by the name of Paul Galvin found himself staring at failure again. He'd failed in business twice at this point, his competitors having forced him to fold his latest venture in storage battery business. Boy, I remember this. It's amazing how I must go through this book fast, because I remember this story well. Failed battery business. Convinced, however, that he still had a marketable idea, Galvin attended the auction of his own business with $750. He had managed to raise... the $750 he'd managed to raise. He bought back the battery eliminator portion of the inventory. With it, he built the new company, one in which he succeeded, one from which he eventually retired, and one that became a household word that you probably don't remember unless you're old like me. Motorola. Do they still have Hello Moto? So yeah, whoever might watch this probably has heard of Motorola, but years past, Motorola was the powerhouse. Upon his retirement, Galvin advised others, do not fear mistakes. You will know failure. Continue to reach out. A failure isn't truly a failure until you quit trying. If a venture begins to slow down, try speeding up your efforts. Consider the child who allows a bicycle to slow to a halt. Eventually the bicycle wobbles to the point where the child falls off. The key to turning around the crash? Faster pedaling. The same holds true for many an enterprise. Or to become an adult or whatever and realize you can balance that bike by wiggling the handlebars and balancing yourself. It's a pretty fun thing to do. I was surprised. I rode motorcycle. Speaking of the old days, before Google had that little car that runs around mapping everything, I was one of the ones that did that. Before they had smartphones, and they just had a little thing called a PDA, I had a GPS attachment to that, and I rode around my motorcycle up and down all the streets to map out the wireless connections. I was the roving spy. Here is that in the name of Jesus. And we get a new name for Jesus every day. And Jesus is a hammer. I played the little kid piano. It sounds like a hammer because it uses hammers. Yeah, you love it. Jesus is the hammer. He's the word which pounds repeatedly at the hard places in our lives so that we will be shaped and made useful for building God's living temple. Jesus says, as clay rests in the hand of the potter, moist, pliable, willing to be changed, so should you be. It's where you are hardened in your heart toward me that I must break the hardness with my hammer of my word. Is not my word like a fire, declares the Lord, and like a hammer which shatters a rock? Jeremiah 23:29. Oh, sorry. I was reveling in the fact that my pastor loves me at church, and he wrote his sermon this weekend about me, like he's done many times, even though he doesn't realize. And you're like, what was it about, Dean? Well, he did the Paul Harvey story about the devil, because he feels like I was telling him there's no devil, but I did not tell him that. I simply said that the Lord puts toil on you when they denied it. I was like, wow, the Lord, did you not read the book? And they're like, no, where? I said, every Bible story from Adam to friggin', are we going to bring up Jonah again? I may as well stop with Jonah because it's the one the Lord found sufficient. You only have the sign of Jonah. Yeah, the Lord put that toil on them. Now, they put it on themselves by running away, perhaps. But he allows it. He calls you. He names you. He picked Job for the job. Job for the job. Get it? Because he knew he had it in him. He didn't do it because he didn't. The Lord names you. You know, I heard, and the thing is, I think it was my pastor who said this a long time ago. I heard him. That, you know, if you're going through some troubles, and then you remember Job, you're like, oh no, and the devil had the power to do everything except kill him. And oh no. So if you're going through a bunch of troubles, you might stop to think about it for a minute. Hey, maybe somebody mentioned your name in heaven. But yeah, most people would think that was Satan. But it wasn't. It was God who said, here, my good and faithful servant Job over here. Because he knew he had what it takes. Because he was in him and he was in him and they loved each other so much. That's the story. Well, we're looking at April 20th. It's 420. And this is the first time I've noticed. I don't partake anymore. But when I did, 420 was a good day for that. Let's see. Springs in the valley. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness. That explains the party at the pot store in town. As I came back from the can I speak? As I came back from the gym, I saw that they were having an outdoor thing in the parking lot. Anyway, he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a juniper tree. And he requested for himself that he might die, and said, it is enough. And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great wind, but the Lord was not in the wind, an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire, and after the fire a still small voice. And the Lord said unto him, go, return on thy way, and anoint Hazael to be king over Syria. 1 Kings 19:4, 11, 12, and 15. When a man loses heart, he loses everything. To keep one's heart in the midst of life's stream, and to maintain an undiscourageable front in the face of its difficulties is not an achievement that springs from anything that a laboratory can demonstrate or logic can affirm. It is an achievement of faith. If you lose your sky, you will soon lose your earth. From under the juniper tree, Elijah is called into an audience with the King of Kings. While listening to his own defeat wail, the accents of the still small voice fall upon his weary ear. God refused him an unworthy request, wrested him from his service, reminded him that he was still needed, and returned him to his work. He thought his work was done, and that life had left him in the shadow. And God says, no, I am commissioning you to go forth and anoint kings and prophets, and climax the service of other days. Not till his hour strikes is our day done. As long as we live, we serve the King. The tempter is always ready to take advantage of a time of weariness and reaction. He loves to fish in troubled waters. Juniper trees make poor sanctuaries. It is good to have things settled by faith before they are unsettled by feeling. Oh, I got that angel sing Holy, Holy still for last night. Sounds so musical, though. I'm not into them chords, man. I guess that's why I like my... Ding, ding. I used to play with the xylophone. Memories about... Gotta be older than 4th grade, because it was at Barnes grade school. I can remember playing the xylophone. It amazed me that just a chunk of wood could make noise like that. We were reading Psalms, and this we start with 13, a prayer for salvation from enemies. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? Oh, why fight a battle that is already won, Dean? How long will you... Because they're sad. They love me and they want to save me. But they don't realize it's the Lord that saved me. How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts, and every day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer, O Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death. My enemy will say, I have overcome him. My foes will rejoice when I fall. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I'll sing to the Lord, for he has been good to me. Well, you'll sing to the Lord, will you? That's what this show's called. Hear, O Lord, my righteous plea. Indeed. Listen to my cry. Give ear to my prayer. It does not rise from deceitful lips. May my vindication come from you. May your eyes see what is right. Though you probe my heart and examine me at night, though you test me. What? I mean, did you forget? That's what I said to my pastor when he denied all my... The book is full of it. What do you think the book says in there? Did you forget? So, not for myself, but just that the Lord put it before me. Though you test me, you will find nothing. I have resolved that my mouth will not sin. As for deeds of men, by the word of your lips I have kept myself from the ways of the violent. My steps have held to your paths. My feet have not slipped. I call on you, O God, for you will answer me. Give ear to me and hear my prayer. Show the wonder of your great love. You who save by your right hand those who take refuge in you from their foes. Keep me as an apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings, from the wicked who assail me, from my mortal enemies who surround me. They close up their callous hearts, and their mouths speak with arrogance. They have tracked me down. They now surround me, with eyes alert to throw me to the ground. They are like a lion hungry for prey, like a great lion crouching in cover. Rise up, O Lord, confronting them. Bring them down. Rescue me from the wicked by your sword. O Lord, by your hand save me from such men, from men of this world, whose reward is in this life. You still hunger for those who you cherish. Their sons have plenty, and they store up wealth for their children. And I, in righteousness, I will see your face. Then I awake, or when I awake, I will be satisfied with seeing your likeness. Psalm 23, the Lord's a protective shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. No wonder everyone loves that one so much. Psalm 26. Vindicate me, O Lord, for I have led a blameless life. I have trusted in the Lord without wavering. Test me, O Lord, and try me. Examine my heart and my mind. Well, I don't know who wrote this one, but they're full of it, aren't they? Of David? Come on. What? David? David. Come on. David. Come on, David. Okay. Well, it says it. Vindicate me, O Lord, for I have led a blameless life. I have trusted in the Lord without wavering. Well, you certainly did trust in him. Okay. Test me, O Lord, and try me. Examine my heart and my mind, for your love is ever before me. I walk continually in your truth. I do not sit with deceitful men, nor do I consort with hypocrites. These are bold statements. I abhor the assembly of evildoers, and refuse to sit with the wicked. I wash my hands in innocence, and go about your altar. O Lord, proclaiming aloud your praise, and telling of all your wonderful deeds. I love the house where you live. O Lord, the place where your glory dwells. Do not take away my soul along with sinners, my life with bloodthirsty men, in whose hands are wicked schemes, whose right hand are full of bribes. But I lead a blameless life. Redeem me. Be merciful to me. My feet, I know my ears are starting to ring hard. My feet stand on level ground in the great assembly. I will praise the Lord. Is this before or after sending the guy to the front? Psalm 28. To you I call, O Lord, my rock. Do not turn a deaf ear to me. For if you remain silent, I'll be like those who have gone down to the pit. Hear my cry for mercy as I call to you for help, as I lift my hands toward your most holy place. Do not drag me away with the wicked, with those who do evil, who speak cordially with their neighbors, but harbor malice in their hearts. Repay them for their deeds and for their evil work. Repay them for what their hands have done. Bring back upon them what they deserve. Since they show no regard for the works of the Lord and what his hands have done, he will tear them down and never build them up again. Praise be to the Lord, for he has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. My heart leaps for joy, and I'll give thanks to him in song. The Lord is the strength of his people, a fortress of salvation for his anointed one. Save your people and bless your inheritance. Be their shepherd and carry them forever. In you, O Lord, I have taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me. Come quickly to my rescue. Be my rock of refuge, a strong fortress to save me. Since you are my rock and my fortress, for the sake of your name, lead and guide me. Free me from the trap that is set for me, for you are my refuge. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Redeem me, O Lord, the God of truth. I hate those who cling to the worthless idols. I trust in the Lord. I will be glad and rejoice in your love. For you saw my affliction and knew the anguish of my soul. You have not handed me over to the enemy, but have set my feet in spacious place. Be merciful to me, O Lord, for I am in distress. My eyes grow weak with sorrow, my soul and my body with grief. My life is consumed by anguish, my years by groaning. My strength fails because my affliction, and my bones grow weak. Because all my enemies, I am the utter contempt of my neighbors. I am a dread to my friends. Those who see me on the street flee from me. I am forgotten by them, and as though I were dead. I have become like broken pottery, for I hear the slander of the many. There is terror on every side. They conspire against me and plot to take my life. But I trust in you, O Lord. I say you are my God. My times are in your hands. Deliver me from my enemies and from those who pursue me. Let your face shine on your servant. Save me in your unfailing love. Let me not be put to shame, O Lord, for I have cried out to you. But let the wicked be put to shame and lie silent in the grave. Let their lying lips be silenced, for with pride and contempt they speak arrogantly against the righteous. How great is your goodness, which you have stored up for those who fear you, which you bestow in the sight of men, on those who take refuge in you. In the shelter of your presence you hide them from the intrigue of men. In your dwelling you keep them safe from accusing tongues. Praise be to the Lord, for he showed his wonderful love to me when I was in a besieged city. In my alarm I said, I am cut off from your sight. Yet you heard my cry for mercy when I called for your help. Love the Lord, all his saints. The Lord preserves the faithful. The proud he pays back in full. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Can you believe that? That's it? That's only 20 minutes, man. How do we extend this into hours upon end? I could tell you I went to the gym today to sing to the Lord. I was kind of, it's bumming. It's a bumming thing that I don't have that camp and trip thing, that I never got a message back or whatever. And boy, was it nice to be at a church with a bunch of men in their armor. But today I have learned, the Lord has shown me, that for so long I've been trying to get people to put on their armor. And now here I am naked with just the shield of faith. And but if you really have it, you truly stand in Tetelestai, you can put it down, because that shield will protect you from everything. And you can put the weighty armor down. I know you're like, how dareth you? It says in Ephesians, put on your armor so you can do all that. I'd agree with you, but once you got the shield up, you can stand there naked, and it's quite inviting. If you pick up the sword of the word, you start stabbing people. I've seen plenty of people running around with the sword, stabbing people. They don't have any helmet on. They ain't got no breastplate, no belt, no shoes. Certainly no shoes. And they go around stabbing everybody. And what does that do for anybody? Well, it has nothing to do with Psalm 1:1, does it? And, they get that knowledge of salvation up there, and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm set. I'm set. Got my helmet, got my sword. Stabs them. MFers, right? Ha 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 ha. Iron sharpens iron. Back the F off, man. Ha 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 ha. Breastplate of righteousness. Oh, yeah, I'm badass. Look at me. I'm full of it. I got the armor on and all that. It's the truth, man. Where's my belt? You got nothing on me. Swing, ching, ching, ching. Ah, you know it all. Well, what I do know is that without that shield of faith, you cannot please the Lord. And that's because without that shield, you got to have your armor on. Because you got to defend all the darts. The darts need to hit your head. They need to hit your chest. You need to try and strike them down with the word. Oh, I got it. I'm going to wheel this word at you. But if you would simply have the shield of faith. And what is that faith? Well, that's the work of the Lord, isn't it? Faith in the one he sent. And to truly live that faith. Well, I don't suppose you need all that other armor. But you'll end up getting stuck, see? And that's how you miss the gate. Because you get so puffed up by your own leaven. Boy, I've been there. I can only tell you because I was there, yesterday, day before or something? Hey, I'm born to be Mr. Right. But that gift the Lord gave me and turned to him, I can rest in being right in him. And I don't need to go stabbing people with the sword. And I don't need to worry that my head is unprotected. The armor just kind of sinks in and it becomes part of me. And I don't know, I can be naked. And the Lord likes the naked. After all, when he turned to Adam and said, "Where are you?" And Adam said, "Well, I'm naked, I gotta hide." Which was buffoonery. Who told you that? Who told you that? They've ruined me. They make me very unhappy. Who told you that? So if I could stand there naked in front of the Lord who is pleased with me because I have my shield of faith, well, none of the darts are making it through, right? So I don't know, Paul. If you're there one day, we'll have a chat about it. I realize for you that are really strapped into the world, you need that armor on, right? Just like Ephesians says, you need it to withstand all that. When you get raptured, maybe you can just have the shield of faith and get naked. Because I tell you what, he lifts me up. I should probably have a dissertation on rapture, because it's always everybody's favorite topic all the time. And it's real, all right. I am harpazo, right here in my joy. La, 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 la. When you see me going crazy and I can't stop babbling, yeah, he's lifted me up. Here I am.